What's up, everybody? This is Ashley Johnson Cross with Live Big. Ooh, I just love saying it. Listen, y'all, we got a hot episode, hot off the press today. We're going to be talking about some dating hacks, some dating do's that you might need to do in order for you to level up in your dating life. Team, baby. It's getting ready to be hot off the press. Guess what? Whether you figured it out or not, Live Big starts right now. Okay, everybody. So we're going to be talking about dating and relationships, and based on the numbers, it seems like you guys love when I talk about dating and relationships. So while we're in the quarantine, folks, we might as well learn some stuff. You hear me? So first of all, I need you guys to subscribe. I'm proud of you guys. The subscribers are going up. The numbers are going up. And y'all, listen, I appreciate y'all, friends. Woo, if these lashes wasn't brand new, I would pretend to cry. But y'all, in all seriousness, thank you guys so much for supporting me. Y'all, we're doing it big. Live Big, where we teach you how to live big every single week and how to do it intentionally, you guys. So let's kick it off with tip number 1 on our dating hacks while we're in the quarantine. Okay, so number one of the things I would love, like some dating secrets to share. Everybody loves a secret, right? So some dating secrets that I would share would be, number 1 is confidence is the new black. Friends, listen. Wasn't that good, right? Confidence is the new black. If you're, people say you need a little black dress, you need something black. I figure confidence is the new black. If you're dating and you don't have any confidence, friend, it's not going to end well. So, girl, give me an example. If you are dating, I don't know what is flying across the screen, whatever. So let's continue. But if you are dating and you got some areas of insecurity, friend, you need to shore those areas up. This is a really, really good time. You can get my book, Get Out the Cage and Sing. It talks about one of the cages of fear is insecurity. But if it's not me, get some help, you guys. Heal from those areas where you're a little bit shaky. Because whether you know it or not, you are attracting not just the person that you want, but you're also attracting some things in some areas in your life that maybe you don't want. So confidence is it's like dropping an anchor. It's something that is extremely, extremely attractive. Now, I have a whole lot of people that say, well, if you're a Christian, and if you're not, that's what's up. But a lot of people will say, if you're a Christian, then you can't be sexy, or you can't. Where did they do that at? No, I truly believe that confidence ought to be something that every single person that's dating has in their repertoire. You ought to lead in with confidence. You ought to come out with confidence. You ought to be anchored and remain with confidence. Because if ain't nobody told you, friend, you the bomb. Woo, you are. Y'all know I tickle myself sometimes. But in all seriousness, guys, you need some confidence. You need to be able to know that on the inside, you've got everything, not just that person needs. Friends, you got everything that you need. Oh, I did say that. A lot of times we spend so much time trying to find out, how can we please a partner? How can I be everything that somebody else wants? Friend, let me give you a tip right now. How do you draw what you really want? Is to be what you want. All right, folks. So tip number 1, confidence is the new black. Everybody needs some confidence, especially when you're dating. It's almost like people in the dating world, they can smell fear. I'm serious right now. You've heard the saying, dogs can smell fear. Friend, apply that to the dating world. Somebody who may kind of prey on people that are vulnerable or people that are weak, they can all but smell fear. So you want to make sure that you've got some confidence. Baby, wear that confidence. Wear it, baby, and wear it proud. And trust when she tell you confidence is extremely attractive. All right, so tip number 2. All right, so tip number 2. I'm just going to say this. Tip number 2 is fairly simple, but it is yet complex. I would tell you, if you're dating, one of my dating hacks, this is something that I use. It is truly a part of my personality because I believe in it. But lean in. Here's the secret. Talk with your eyes before you ever talk with your lips. Let me say it again. Talk with your eyes before you ever talk with your lips. Okay. Are y'all laughing because I'm tickled? Listen, folks, it's something about eyes being the windows of the soul. I love when I'm dating or looking for someone to engage in conversation. And just the art of conversation itself is intriguing to me. But being able to talk and to look at you with my eyes, and I'm having a full conversation with you across the room or through the FaceTime or through some sort of video chat, and I'm able to talk with you and have a full conversation with you with no words, friend, is a dating hack that if you ever get that down, friends, when I tell you, she know what she's talking about. Hey, I know what I'm talking about. You got to learn how to talk with your eyes before you ever say anything with your lips. That's a dating hack that everybody needs to know. So lead in with making sure that you make eye contact and engage someone and reach into their soul and to pull out the conversation that differentiates you from the rest. Somebody's got to be able to say, what is memorable about you? What is it about you? Engage somebody in their eyes. And when I tell you, this is a tip that will change the game for you, boo, it will change the game for you. You got to learn how to talk with your eyes before you ever talk with your lips. Bright eyes. Bright eyes ask the question, what are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Tell me. I'm interested in what you have to say. So open up and share. Bright eyes draw another level of engagement and intimacy. You want to make sure that you have bright, happy eyes, you guys. Works. Okay. A slight eye of intriguing. Just kind of let somebody know, hey, you're on my mind, kid. You're on my mind. And you can say that without ever saying that. You can let somebody know just by looking at them with almost a persnickety thing about you. Something that is absolutely intriguing is just an eye and a look that says, hey, you're on my mind. Can you tell? These are eyes that say, stop lying. See how I'm doing it? Yeah. Stop lying. This whole conversation, you ain't been doing nothing but lying. These are the eyes that say, stop lying. Pray for me. But in all seriousness, guys, I mean this when I say you got to learn how to talk with your eyes before you ever talk with your lips. You can thank me later. All right, guys, tip number 3. Tip number 1 and 2 were spicy. All right, so tip number 3, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscription button. Make sure you subscribe, you guys, and let's just kick it together every single week. So we're talking about some dating hacks, maybe how we can level up our dating life while we're in this quarantine. Learn something. If you're just tuning in, I'm Ashley Johnson Cross. What up, everybody? All right, so I would say my dating hack tip number 3 would be to keep them guessing. And no, I'm not talking about doing a lot of game playing and walking in repeated states of immaturity. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is nobody wants somebody that is like extremely predictable. So keep them guessing. I mean, every now and then send a text, or every now and then send something and dial a little flirt up just every now and then. And then just make sure that you stay in a state where you're open to be challenged. Keep them guessing. Find some activities, get some books, get something that you've not done before, and be open and willing. Well, you're not adventurous. Well, you know, you may not be adventurous, but you might can meet someone halfway. Don't just be stuck in your own way, friend. Keep them guessing. Pull out a card or two that ain't nobody seen before. Surprise them maybe with an outfit or something, or a lip color or something that maybe that individual has not seen before. Keep this person guessing. Everybody, it's something in our human innate ability. Even some of the people that say they don't want to be surprised, every now and then, they also like something different. So every now and then, friend, in the dating world, pull out an ace or pull out something. Keep this individual on their toes. Not only will it make your relationship exciting, but it will keep you excited. Yeah. Okay, guys, tip number 4 is have some fun. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many people I know that are dating and they are like destitute and miserable and they have no joy. And I mean, it's just like pulling teeth when we sit down together. It's never any conversation. We're not cool. Listen, folks, you need to have some fun. This is critical if you're gonna date. And everybody, well, dating is nothing but data collection. I'm just gonna say this. I don't want to just be collecting data on somebody if I can't enjoy the process. I mean, are we at a call center? I mean, are we just going to the next call and next call and next call? No, I want to know some fun facts. I want to have some fun. I want to explore. And even in this quarantine, find something fun that you guys can do and laugh. And listen, folks, have some fun. If you're going to do all this, I mean, for real, if you're really going to take dating that serious to where you can have some fun, because I'm going to tell you something, every person that you date may not be your next spouse. I'm just telling you, I don't know, did that hurt you or disappoint you? But every person that you date may not be your next spouse. Guys, I remember I had gotten out of like a terribly bad relationship. And I was seeing this guy and he was super cool as a fan. Y'all hear me? On a hot summer day. He was just super cool. And I remember it was just a time I did a lot of sleeping. We kept things light. And I realized that during that time of transition for me, he was what I needed at the time. And I know some of you are like, oh, well, folks, I needed some fun. I needed some laughter. I wasn't really looking for it to turn into a spouse or another partner or something extremely, extremely deep. At that time, y'all, what I really needed to heal was to have some fun. Not fun where people get hurt. Communicated fun. But I want you guys to know seriously, if you're going to date and you're dating, but you haven't built in an element of fun where everything is so serious, I don't know what kind of relationship you're going to have, friend, but it sure ain't going to be fun. Have you been enjoying? We are about up to tip number 5. So before we do that, let us do what we always do, folks. Let us review. Okay, so let's kick it off with tip number 1. Confidence is the new black. I did say it. You want to be extremely attractive. I can tell you personally, confidence is so attractive when you really know who you are. Not only when you know who you are, but when you know who you're not. I could say that being over a certain age, you spend years trying to figure out who you are. But when you reach a point where you're okay with who you're not, you begin to start attracting people that are going to fit the piece of the puzzle. Not where you're trying to shove something in. The confidence is truly the new black. If you're dating folks, you've got to have some confidence, just straight up. All right, so tip number 2 is talk with your eyes before you ever talk with your lips. Now, I know the art of conversation is key and it's critical, but I do believe the eyes are the window to the soul. I do believe that you need to be able at some point to just look somebody in the eye. And it's something special when, if you're in the same room, it's something special where it could be a crowd of people and you look at them and they look at you and you guys have already had a full conversation with no words. I think sometimes texting and subtexting tries to take a little bit of that away from us. It's good for you to be able to look somebody in the eyes and just meet somewhere in the middle. All right, so tip number 3 is keep them guessing. Nobody wants somebody that's extremely predictable. Yeah, that's pretty much that in a nutshell. All right, tip number 4 is have some fun. You need to laugh. You need to be able to identify the seasons. Like, okay, is this just a transitional person? It's okay for me to have some fun. I know dating is data collection and all that, but dude, if we're not having fun, what are we doing? Because trust and believe, if we're not having fun now, we ain't gonna have no fun later. All right, so that brings us up to tip number 5. Make sure you subscribe. That was a rhyme, y'all. Tip number 5, and hang on, you guys. It's coming to you right now. All right, so tip number 5, if I could give you just a dating hack, tip number 5 would be to make the goal friendship. I know you're like, girl, is that it? This is like a secret that so many people miss. Don't make the goal trying to find a spouse. Make the goal trying to connect with a really, really good friend. And if we can get to know each other, and if we can be friends, and friends that can laugh, and friends that can be ourselves, and friends that don't mind talking and getting lost for hours, then if we can be good friends, then there's the potential for us to be good at something else. And I've got to say that because so many people lead in with so many heavy expectations, but you never become friends. And I've dated people that I wouldn't be their friend. They were good at other things, but they weren't a good friend. And at this point in my life, if I could give you an Ashley dating hack, would be try your best to build a good friendship. Because my motto now is if you're not a good friend, you ain't gonna be a good boyfriend. Straight up. That's where I'm at right now. I got to be able to have somebody that can see me beyond the lights, that can see me with makeup on, that can see me without, that can laugh, that I don't always have to be on with, that I can just be myself. And if you can pass that level of inspection, then friends, you might just be a prospect for something else. Thank you, guys. This is Ashley Johnson Cross with Live Big. I don't know why I have to end firm, but I love it. Listen, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Live Big, where I shared 5 dating hacks that if you listen, Linda, you'll level up in your dating life. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, would you share with somebody? These are just some of my things, you guys, that over time I have learned, and they really, really will help you to be successful in the dating world. Listen, dating can be extremely, extremely fun. We're going to have to do a part 2, you guys. But remember, whatever you're going to do in a quarantine and in the dating scene, friends, you might as well do it big.